AFFW, I think, has really elevated the whole Australian fine wine proposition. We started at a time when Australian wine was a bit out of fashion, a bit corporatised, and we needed people to give it some colour and personality and speak in first person about their own wine.
I spend so much time overseas and people say, oh look, we miss Australian, where are they all, And they're really willing to hear about Australia and the Australian wines. They love Australian wine. Actually, Australian wine is actually becoming more popular overseas again. But all we need to do is have the personalities over there, telling the stories, having fun, sharing some drinks, and it would change things beautifully.
AFFW began with like-minded family wineries banding together to share a common message. We're louder together.
Growing up in the family, you tell the stories of your grandparents and being off the farm as well. So that's been, for me, probably the biggest thing and the most enjoyable thing is meeting this next generation coming through, and we're going to all enjoy the journey together over the next 20, 30, 40 years.
Tonight is what we call Unlocked, which is really interfacing with fine wine drinkers, going into our wine libraries and bringing out extraordinary older wines that showcase really, I suppose, the core of what our individual wineries are about.
Australia's first family of wines are really clever at embracing long-term aging and are into structure, into length and fragrance, fragrant length, and that's why we're all successful companies, because we're thinking of the long haul, not just a quick buck.
There's a term that the older generation use, and that's co-opetition. And sure, we all make wine, but we see a real benefit in showcasing our wines together.
In the room there's 1,000 years of winemaking, and that's a very powerful message to connect with people and bring a fine wine message about the diversity and quality of all the things we're doing in different parts of Australia as individual families.
I think travelling in wine is hugely important, and you really got to tell a story and sell the wine. And being family, there's nothing more important than selling those stories and telling those generational stories as well.
They are the future. A lot of them are working in the wine industry. Some are interested and connected but not working in it. But they are our future ambassadors. So I think about continuing the integrity of the whole idea, presenting their wines and the whole idea with confidence is all part of it. So I think it's a really big benefit that we bring to first families.
There are many stories to be told of history and heritage, and each of the families have icon wines that some of them have been produced for decades. We want to take these stories to the world because we think they're worth telling, and we want to take our wines to the world because we think they're worth tasting.